Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Code Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation is from Rag Asa, and the Bani is of Bhagat Ravidas Ji, the fourth in this particular series. And in this passage, which is a relatively short one, Ravidas Ji is comparing the wealth of Naam, self-knowledge, with the wealth of the world, and where he'd rather be, on which side of this divide. Not to say that you don't need wealth in the world, but it has to be supplemented by spiritual insight if it is to be meaningful. So Ravidas Ji stresses the fact that I drink the nectar of your virtues. That is what I'm drinking, the way the bumblebee sucks nectar from flowers. Pan karat payo payo ramaya dhan. Tujhe charan arambat bhavan man. In the mansion of this mind, I obtain the wealth of the self because it is there. And the wealth is awareness. That is the wealth. That is the true wealth. We are aware of the world around us, undoubtedly, but Gurmat assures us that our awareness is very superficial. And therefore, it tosses us around. The vicissitudes of life become difficult to handle because we can't see beyond this superficial consciousness that we have. It needs to be developed. So Ravidas Ji says, so what if the body is shred to pieces? Because outside wealth is related to satisfying the body. And he's saying, Kaha Bhaio Jau, tan bhayo chin chin, shred to pieces. It doesn't matter. But it does matter if prem jaye to dar pe tero jan. Your devotee is afraid of losing its connection with you. Connection is love. So that is what really matters. He says this whole focus on property, maya, dhan, separates the mind. Sampati, bipati, pattal, maya, dhan. It causes the mind to separate from its source, because the ego is separation. When we label things, we separate them. So this whole focus is what we need to change, because it's a very superficial focus. So sampati, bipati, pattala, mayathan, it cuts across. Tam hai magan hot na tero jan. So your devotee will not get stuck, will not be intoxicated, will be alert, in other words, will be mindful. Why? Because the devotee is attached to the self, to self-knowledge, with the rope of love. Prem ki jevari badhyo tero jan. So the refrain is tero jan. Your devotee will not get intoxicated by the wealth of the world. Your devotee doesn't really care about sensual pleasures. Your devotee is only afraid of losing his connection with you, and the connection is one of love. So Keh Ravidas, Chute bo kavan gun. So he's told us how to be released from attachment to Maya and cultivating a deeper consciousness that brings you true understanding of life around you, so that your experience is enriched. We don't even know what it is, but that's what Gurmat is trying to show us. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.